It's Tiffanys content, and we have a strong area of low pressure winds coming from the northeast right off of the Atlantic Ocean, causing a nor'easter. So let's take a look. With this system, we're expecting some of the heaviest snow to trend towards the south, and then you're going to see more gusty winds, but it's going to be a fast moving system. It's still going to have, 3 to 5 inches, 5 to 8 inches of snow in certain areas. Now, this will be a quick and heavy dump, so there are some school closers currently in Boston, Massachusetts is on high alert. You're going to see 5 to 8 inches in certain areas, and this is definitely a fast moving system as it travels up that northeast coast. But just take a look at that stationary front over there. It's going to be hanging around for most of the day until the rest of the night. And take a look at that west coast. All those blue clouds are cold clouds trying to spruce up some more snowstorms on that side. But take a look at what we have. All that cold air, all that cold clouds, definitely snowfall on that northeast coast, and it's traveling up north, but it's also coming down south. It's a weird one, but it's definitely out there, and you can see all that amount of precipitation that's out there. You even see lightning and thunderstorms out there as well, so just make sure you're aware. It's still heavy rainfall as well, a lot of mixed precipitation in this system, and you can see on the current watches, it's a lot of wind up there on that northeast coast, and it's still snowstorms and winter activity, winter advisories on that northeast coast. And then on the west coast, you still have that winter weather and avalanche warnings. And looking at the map for today, you still have that snowstorm on that east coast. And then on the west coast, you have some precipitation and snow coming in, as well as that, top of the United States. It's happening all over again. And you can see that in the next few days. Look at that. The west coast is going to be pushing in a lot of more rain, snow, and mixed precipitation. It's going to travel to the Midwest and over to the East Coast. But what does it feel like today? Look at that -10 trying to dip down into the Midwest to 0s to 10. And then on the West Coast, you have 10 and 0. It's still cold out there. And just look at the action. It's trying to push that snow and rain right from that West Coast over to the Midwest and taking a toll on that East Coast once again for later on this weekend. So just be aware. It's not over yet. We're going to have some action all week as it try to hang on for that weekend and go up towards that northeast coast. And then that west coast is going to start sprucing up some more storms on that side. And of course the Gulf Coast still have some warm water down there, but it still have snowfall on the ground, okay? 24 inches over there in the Great Falls going down into the mountains. Definitely some snow on the northeast coast, 6 to 8 inches over there. Like I told you, that snowstorm is moving in. It's stationary, but it's going to move right on out. And then of course you got that central with some snow over there too. But take a look at the east coast, okay? You can see right here that mixed precipitation just hanging over there, right over there on that northeast coast, trying to push its way out. And then you can see all that rain definitely still hanging on that, Atlantic Ocean, definitely trying to move its way back in, but it's definitely a lot going on that side. And the west coast is not over either. You got a cold front coming through, a snow front coming through, and rain as well, okay? So just be aware, February is going to give us a piece of action, okay? It's not over. You got a lot of low and high pressure over there on that west coast that mixing up together. And you can see right where that, northeast snowstorm is today. We're going to actually look at that GFS run and just see what's happening. You're going to see it's going to be moving out pretty quickly today, okay? So that's a good sign, but more snow is going to move in. That rain that is going to come from the west coast, going to bring more snow over to that east coast, and this is for the rest of February. So just make sure that you stay tuned to Tiffanys content. I'm going to keep you updated. This is the rain amount totals for the next few days, so expect some heavy rain over the weekend on that west coast, okay, especially California. But right now we have an Arctic front and snow, okay, right in Idaho and Montana. So just make sure that you're aware. It is definitely still cold and icy, okay? The National Weather Service love that we share all this information with you. They put it out here for a reason, so take it slow, okay? It is not over, okay? And it's still going to be some high winds and warnings in effect in Alaska too, okay? It's still cold out there and sprucing up some storms. And back over on that east East Coast, you're going to see today it's going to be rain and snowfall as it tries to move out, but that gusty winds is going to hang on all the way into Wednesday. Okay, so it's not over. That nor'easter is taking a slam on that northeast coast. Thank you for tuning in. I love reacting to this weather with you. Make sure you comment below and tell me what's going on in your cities, okay? It's Tiffanys Content. Like, share, subscribe.